Today I'm going to tell you about community workers. Do you know who they are? Are you ready to know? Let's go! Community workers help to keep places around us safe. They work for the government. Community members pay taxes for these services. Police and firefighters help to keep us safe in and out of our houses.
Veterinarians, doctors, dentists, paramedics, nurses.
These workers help us and our pets to keep healthy.
Librarians, builders, refuge collectors.
These workers help us live easy, comfortable, and clean.
Mountain rescuers, lifeguards, teachers, lollipop people, road workers, postal delivery officers.
There are many other community workers around us. Don't forget to thank the community workers. Thank you for listening.
What is community? I think community is a big group of people. Google says the people with common interests living in a particular area. School, library, police office. Museum, hospital, fire station. Who manages the community? To manage the communities, governments need tax. The taxes are coming from markets, train stations, bus stations, even food stores when people use the places or the things. Mayors and the president governments, they work for our community running well. Any community. First, not to live lonely. We need many people, but we cannot duplicate by ourselves. Second, to work together. For example, a baby cannot make its food by itself. Parents and food sellers should help the baby. Third, to be helped. For example, if we are sick and if there's no hospital, where should we go to cure? To live together, we should be helping hands to each other. Thank you.
Do any one of you have a question for Daniel?
What does it mean about helping hands? What is helping hands?
A helping hand is to help each other.
It's not only them, but also we have so many different community services we are using now. Like just think about when you go travel, then you have to go through the big gates, like interchange gates, right? 여러 가지 커뮤니티에 대한 이야기도 배웠지만 왜 우리가 배우는지 중요하겠지. 왜 우리에게는 가족 말고도 커뮤니티가 필요할까? 공동체라는 게 필요할까? 생각해봤으면 좋겠어.
Do you see the flag of United States America? They are 50 stars. Star means state. One of state is New York. New York City is in New York State. New York City was the first capital of United States for 5 years. Later, the capital was changed. New York State is in the northeast. New York City nickname is the Big Apple. Apple means city. New York City nickname is Empire. State New York bird is bluebird. The state flower is rose. The Statue of Liberty is there. France gave it to the United States as a gift. Thank you.
이 자유의 여신상에 되게 재밌는 일화가 있는데 프랑스 사람들이 선물했던 걸로 알고 있는데 프랑스 건축가가
네,
It's true. My family number 4 is me, is my sister, is my dad, is my mom. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any question for Dongyu?
잘했어.
I have a question.
Okay, Daniel, you could go. What's your
Why
question?
don't you have so many uncles?
What?
Why
Don't
you
you?
have so many uncles?
Why don't you have so many uncles? What happened to your family?
And the fortress Persephone means the victorious spirit that defeated the invasion of foreign power. And the deep root shows strong rule of citizens, and the stretch branch means the proposed local society. And the leaves of needle leaves tree indicate the stance of public order and the essential of infant development.
Supreme Court of the United States by Manuel Cha. And this is me. I've been here before. It is pretty awesome to be here. Introduction. There are 3 branches in the government. Legislative, this is the legislative branch. This is the Congress. And there's executive branch, which is the White House and the President. The executive, which is the White House and the President. And there's a judicial, this is what we're gonna learn today. It's also called the Supreme Court in the federal judiciary system. It's the highest court in the federal judiciary system. It was established in May 4th, 1789. It is now in Washington, D.C. And the justices will ask questions about their brief and their case. Each side gets 30 minutes to make its case. So, yeah, including the questions and the summarizing the brief, it takes 30 minutes. They only give 30 minutes. After that, the Supreme Court meets in a different room to discuss about the case. To decide the case, 5 out of 9 justices must agree on a legal argument which affirms or overturns the lower court's decision. Well, what that just means is that they go into another room and decide what to do about they're gonna get the respondent, or they're gonna go for the respondent or the petitioner.
Notorious RBG. People ask me, don't you feel uncomfortable being with a name like the Notorious B.I.G.? And
I'm going to talk about George Washington. That is the first president of the United States. Introduction. Now, did you know that George Washington does not wear a wig, but all the other presidents did at those times? George Washington's childhood. George Washington's dad died when George Washington was 11 and spent his time with his mother, and then went to his half-brother in Mount Vernon. He learned how to survey land. George Washington's role in this war was the commander-in-chief of the Continental Army.
Citizens give some of their powers to him so that he could be in charge of them and stand for them in an international way, sort of thing. He's the executive branch in the federal government.
Yeah. So you said like there is a big difference between king and the president, right? Someone else?
No, I have another question. So, what is this difference of the mayor and the president?
Well, mayor is more a city. Mayor kind of is a president in the city. The president is the president of the country. So yeah.
Okay.
재밌었어? 아, 팩트를 알아서 재밌었대. 우리 인형이 동기는 어땠어?
어려웠지만 재밌었어요.
오, 어려웠지만 재밌었지. 맞아. 선생님도. 레이 서준이는?
재밌었어요.
오, 그래.
서준이 할 거야? 서준이 가족 소개 한대요. 잠깐.
아, 해. 지금 해. 해봐. 서준이 할 수 있다. 해봐. 우리 서준이 한대. 마지막으로. 아, 용기를 내줘서 고마워.
My name is Maya. My family is four. My dad work. My name is scientist.
Your dream is scientist. 오케이.
나랑 똑같네. 나
야, 우리 서준이랑 다누랑 같이 모여서 과학하면 되겠다. 다누는 과학자가 꿈이야. 우주의 지름을 구하고 싶대. 우주의 지름.